Are you feeling overwhelmed by debt? You're not alone. Debt is a harsh reality for many. Around the world, millions are grappling with the same sinking sensation. The weight of bills piling up, credit card balances that don't seem to shrink, student loans that feel like an insurmountable mountain. It's an all-too common narrative, one that carries a heavy psychological burden. The constant worry, the sleepless nights, the feeling of being trapped. These are the invisible chains of debt. It's a difficult position to be in, no doubt, but let's remember, it's not a life sentence. It's a hurdle, a challenge, a bump in the road, but it's not the end of the journey. Yes, debt can be daunting. It can feel like a dark cloud hanging over your life, but every cloud has a silver lining. Every problem, no matter how big, carries within it the seeds of its own solution. Remember, debt is a problem, but every problem has a solution. The first step to getting out of debt is to understand your debt. It's a simple notion, but one that carries immense weight. It's like navigating through a forest. To find your way out, you first need to know where you are. Likewise, to conquer your debt, you need to grasp the breadth and depth of it. So, how do you begin to unravel this financial knot? Start by getting a clear picture of how much you owe. It might be uncomfortable to face, but it's necessary. You're not just looking at the total sum here. You need to break down your debt into categories. This could be student loans, credit cards, car loans, or personal loans. Knowing who you owe is equally crucial. Every debt comes with a lender, and each lender has their own terms. You need to know who you're dealing with. This isn't about playing the blame game, but about understanding the rules of engagement. Then, there's the matter of interest rates. This is the cost you pay for borrowing money, and it's a key factor in how quickly your debt can grow. Identifying the interest rates on each of your debts can help you see where your money is going. Now let's talk about prioritizing. Not all debts are created equal. Some, like credit card debts, often have higher interest rates. These are the debts you want to tackle first. Why? Because the longer they're left unchecked, the more they'll cost you in the long run. Understanding your debt is like seeing the matrix in code. It's about spotting patterns, identifying the biggest threats, and knowing where to strike. It's about gaining power over something that might have once felt overwhelming. Remember, the goal here isn't to make you feel bad about your debt. It's to give you the tools and knowledge to rise above it. It's to turn the tables, so you're the one in control. With a clear picture of your debt, you can start making a plan. Yes, this is just the first step, but it's a crucial one. And with this understanding, you're one step closer to financial freedom. A budget isn't a punishment, it's a tool for financial freedom. This is a simple yet profound truth that we must all embrace. Now let's delve into how to create a realistic budget and why it's so crucial to stick to it. Imagine your budget as a roadmap, guiding you through the financial wilderness. It outlines your income and expenses, allowing you to see exactly where your money is going. To create this roadmap, you need to understand your current financial situation. Start by listing all your income sources, then compile all your expenses. This includes both fixed costs like rent or mortgage payments, and variable costs such as groceries or entertainment. Once you've got the whole picture, it's time to make some strategic cuts. This doesn't mean you have to give up everything you love. The key is to differentiate between your needs and your wants. For example, groceries are a need, but that fancy coffee from the hip cafe down the street, that's a want. It's about making smart choices that prioritize essential expenses and cut back on the non-essentials. Reducing expenses is only one side of the budgeting coin. The other side is increasing savings. Think of it this way, every dollar you don't spend is a dollar you save. You can start small. Even saving just 10% of your income can lead to a significant nest egg over time. Consider using automatic transfers to a savings account to make the process easier and more consistent. And remember, a budget isn't set in stone. It's a flexible tool that should adapt to your changing financial situation. Regularly, review and adjust your budget to ensure it continues to serve your financial goals. Budgeting may seem daunting at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll find it's not so scary after all. In fact, it's empowering. You'll gain a sense of control over your financial future, freeing you from the chains of uncertainty and stress. So let's reframe our perspective. A budget is not a ball and chain, but a key to unlock the door to financial freedom. A budget helps you control your money, not the other way around. While cutting costs is crucial, don't overlook the potential of increasing your income. By focusing on the other side of the equation, we unlock a world of possibilities. Let's dive into a few ways you can boost your earnings. First, consider taking on a side job. It doesn't have to be a 9-to-5 ordeal. You could work part-time, freelance, or even start a small business. For instance, if you have a knack for baking, why not turn that skill into a side hustle? Sell cookies at local events or online. Or, if you're a pet lover, think about offering dog walking or pet sitting services in your neighborhood. Next, let's talk about the potential gold mine sitting right under your roof. Yes, I'm talking about your unused items. That old guitar collecting dust in the corner, the bicycle you haven't ridden in years, or the vintage clothes in your attic could be worth more than you think. Selling unused items online or at a yard sale can be a great way to generate extra cash. Lastly, don't forget about the power of negotiation. If you're employed, consider asking for a raise. Now, this isn't about marching into your boss's office and demanding more money. It's about presenting a well-prepared case. Show your employer how you've added value to the company and why you deserve a pay increase. Remember, the worst they can say is no, and even then, you've shown initiative and ambition. But what if you're not employed? Well, you can still negotiate. If you're a freelancer, for example, don't be afraid to ask for higher rates. If you're a tenant, try negotiating a lower rent. The point is, negotiation can play an important role in increasing your income. So, there you have it. Side jobs, selling unused items, and negotiation are just a few ways to increase your income. Remember, every little bit helps. A few extra dollars here and there can add up over time, helping you pay down your debt faster and get on the road to financial recovery. Extra income can make a big difference in your debt repayment journey. It's time to tackle the debt head on. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's dive into the strategies that can help you pay off your debt effectively. One popular method is known as the snowball method. Picture a tiny snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow and growing larger as it descends. That's you, starting with your smallest debt and paying it off aggressively, then moving to the next smallest, and so on. As you pay off each debt, you free up more money to contribute to the next one. Over time, your debt payoff gains momentum, just like that snowball. Now, let's talk about the avalanche method. Think of this one as a mountain climber, starting at the toughest peak first. With the avalanche method, you begin by tackling the debt with the highest interest rate. By eliminating these high-interest debts first, you can save more money over the long term. It's a bit more challenging and requires discipline, but the savings can be significant. If those methods sound too daunting, or if your debts are scattered across several credit cards or loans, a consolidation loan might be the answer. This strategy involves taking out one loan to pay off all your debts, leaving you with just one monthly payment, often at a lower interest rate. It simplifies the process and can make your debt more manageable. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to paying off debt. The snowball method may work better for those who find motivation in quick wins, while the avalanche method might suit those who are driven by long-term savings. A consolidation loan can be beneficial if you're juggling multiple debts and need to streamline your repayments. It's crucial to choose a strategy that aligns with your financial situation, your personality, and your goals. Once you've decided on a method, consistency is key. Stick to your plan, make your payments on time, and keep your eye on the prize, a life free from the burden of debt. Choose a strategy that suits your situation and stick to it. Debt is just one side of the coin, building wealth is the other. Now that we've navigated the stormy seas of debt, it's time to set sail towards the sunny shores of wealth. But how do we get there? Well, it all starts with saving and investing. Once your debt is under control, it's important to start putting your money to work for you. This means saving a portion of your income and investing it wisely. But let's not forget about the power of compound interest. This is when the interest you earn on your investment starts earning interest itself. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger and bigger over time. The earlier you start, the bigger your snowball can become. But remember, building wealth doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience, discipline, and a strong will to resist instant gratification. Remember, the journey from debt to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint.